Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and run my mouth for a quick second. All right, so listen, this is a second episode of Selling Tampa. This is season 1, episode 2. All right, so listen, a couple of you in the comments section basically tried to tell me that, I guess in a way I had it wrong about, I guess, what the show was about. You were trying to tell me that the show is about, I guess, them trying to break into this high-end luxury market, to sell these homes. They're not quite there yet. That's what they're trying to do. From what I got from the way it was presented to me on my TV screen, it felt like to me, girl, they are this high-end, they're this luxury boutique, Allure Realty, and, they sell these $1 million homes. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe y'all are right, This is the second episode where I haven't seen anybody sell a house. One of you told me that I missed something in the first episode where I think Rena sold a house. Maybe that's true. Even with that being said, it's still the second episode and only one person sold a house. So maybe the show is about them trying to break into this high-end luxury market, right? If that's the case, okay, cool. We're not quite there yet. This is what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to get there where the girls know that we're here and, we can get the job done just like the other agencies. And I knew this was going to come up because I knew that someone was going to feel like I was comparing the black show to the white show. I don't know anything about real estate. The show that I watch all the time is $1 Million Listing New York and $1 Million Listing Los Angeles. And I'm not saying the white way is the right way. And I'm not saying the way that they do it is the right way. But there are just some things that kind of raise my eyebrow, like, why is everybody going to this one home for this listing? Girl, I don't think the girls would have ever done that. Girl, a listing is your listing. Girl, this is my house. I'm going to sell it to somebody. All of that, oh, girl, we have one home. And whoever sells the home first, that's who sells the home first. I mean, I guess that's the way, I guess it will work for an up-and-coming brokerage, I guess. I don't know. The girls on $1 million listing, girl, they just got to the point where they'll be okay co-listing. Girl, just got to the point. Other than that, girl, they wanted to list them by themselves. They wanted their coin to themselves, okay? So, anyways, girl, I like the show. Maybe it is a show about them trying to tap into the high-end luxury market in Tampa. Maybe that's what the show is about. If that's what it's about and I just missed it, I missed the mark on what the show was, how the show was presented, then that's my bad. If it is, I'm here for it. Like I said, I always thought, when I started watching, I always thought like the show been on for 15 seasons. I thought that the show should have been marketed or like presented to the viewers as though this is up-and-coming black brokerage in Tampa, Florida, who's trying to make a name for themselves and break into this high-end, luxury market. That's what I thought. But I guess that's what some of y'all told me. That's actually how it was presented. I don't know. It don't matter, girl. The show is on. I think they got renewed for season 2. So it's all good. All right. So the episode starts off with them basically just doing a little chit chat in the office. They're talking about sucking toes. Who's sucking toes, baby? Tanila? Is that her name? Tanila? I'm going to get some of these names mixed up until, hopefully we can get it right by the next episode. But I think Tanila, she says basically if the price is right, it's a lot of stuff I might do. I said, I know that's right. Okay? Yeah. Well, $1 make me holler. Who said that, honey boo boo? $1 make me holler. I said, huh? So the morning meeting. So they have a morning meeting. Sherelle arrives. They talk about the party. They bring up Colony. Well, she brings up Colony's dress. not to be a stick in the mud, not to be someone who feels as though you cannot be sexy and show a little skin. Ain't nothing wrong with it, baby. If that's what you got to do to sell that house, then do it. But I do feel like there is a thin line between like professionalism and, Colony. Like I said, Colony and Miss Ann will be the one that will be wearing me out because I will be concerned and worried about all the time. Like, girl, what these heifers gonna have on today? I'm sorry, Colony's dress was not meant for that party. I'm sorry. It just wasn't. Girl, I hate to be like a square, a stick in the mud. I know y'all probably thought I was gonna be like, yes, Colin, they just hating. No, baby. That was a work event, and like, regardless if I believe, I'm not the corporate type of person, I'm not the professional type of person because I like to dress how I like to dress. I'm not the suit and tie and briefcase. That's not me. But I also understand just because it's not me doesn't mean that that's not the way that it actually operates. Sorry. There is a such thing as professionalism. Girl, Colony came to that work. That was a work event with her titties out, cakes out. Girl, like Sherelle said, you was one sneeze away from your cheek popping at the bottom of that dress. You were. But, like I said, was it to the point where, girl, your nerves should be worked up? No. But Colony would be the type of person where I'd be like, Colony, girl, can you just make that dress? Like, either you're gonna have your boobies out, or either you're gonna have your cakes out. You can't have both. I mean, you can't be showing both. You're gonna have to cover up something, okay? But we still at work. We just not in the office. Anyway, Cheryl. So here we go. And Tanala. I'm just gonna call the girl TT because I can't pronounce her name. I can't remember how to pronounce her name. They're not fighting over a client, but they kind of get back into like, just a friendly back and forth. So basically, from what I understand, Ann was late to the party. And so TT, she had to make sure that the client, was happy and the client had questions. And so TT stepped up to the plate and basically pretty much presented the house to the man and answered all of his questions because Ann wasn't there to do what she needed to do because she was running late. Ann lets us know that she got an offer on the home. TT was like, well, girl, you need to give me some of that because, girl, I really helped you with the sale. Technically, she kind of did, if you ask me. But I guess at the end of the day, that was really still TT's client. I guess everybody just brought their clients there and whoever sold the house. I guess that's what it was about. Instead of them just having like, this is my listing, it wasn't like that. TT makes a joke in the confessional about she's going to have to give me 1%, 2%, take me out to eat or something. Like, I don't think it was that deep of an argument, but it did come up in, like I said, like kind of like a friendly debate. Like, girl, you owe me something, girl. No, I don't, girl. Yes, you do, girl. No, I don't, Ann tells the group that she got an offer from her client for $3 million. Girl, I ain't got no house, girl. I just live in my little apartment, girl, right? I want y'all to think about this. Imagine you have a home and you listed, you and your realtor, whoever, listed for $9 million. And then someone comes to you with an offer for $3 million. I was with Sherelle. Girl, that's like a slap in the face. It's almost low-key disrespectful. Quiet as it's kept. Like, how are you going to come to someone on a $9 million listing and with a $3 million offer? Girl, they could have said at least 7.5, you know what I'm saying, 7.8, something, right? Try to start at a low enough offer to kind of work your way up into the 8s because you really probably don't want to pay 9. But to come with 3, girl, I wish somebody would ring my phone talking about, hey, we have an offer for $3 million. Girl, I'm firing everybody. And you ain't even got nothing to do with it. Just the simple fact that you even came to me and told me that that's what they want to offer me. Girl, got my phone. Anyways, girl. So this is what I wanted to talk about. The commission split. Miss Sherelle. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the commission split. What they have now is a 95-5, which means that the agent gets 95% of the commission, and then Sherelle, or Allure Realty, the brokerage, gets 5% of the commission. Now Sherelle is changing it from a 95-5 to an 80-20, which means that the example that they gave was if they sold like $1 million home, the old commission would have been $28,500. With the new commission split, the agent would not bring home $28,500. They would bring home $24,000. Sherelle says some things are changing. I think they're getting faster software. Basically, things are changing, things are growing, and so that's why the commission split has to happen. No one says anything. Then Rena raises her hand. And Rena starts asking questions. Because she want to understand, why is this the second time you're changing the commission split? This is how I make my livelihood, right? Sherelle hits Rena with the, girl, you're ungrateful. And if you want to talk about this at another time, I can calendar you in. That's what Sherelle hit Rena with. I'm Team Rena. What it sounds like to me is they're paying for Sherelle's company. It's just like somebody coming to me and telling my department, okay, we need new mobiles, so we're going to reduce your pay in order to pay for these mobiles. Girl, what? This is your company, so you need to figure it out. But it sounds like the agents for Sherelle are paying for Sherelle's company to grow because Sherelle don't want to come out of pocket. So because she don't want to come out of pocket, she's going to increase her percentage that she receives. So technically, they paying for all this stuff. I could not believe that Rena was the only one who had a problem or questions and concerns about this conversation that was being had at this meeting. Every helper at that table should have had their hand in the air, waving it like they just don't care. I got questions. Girl, this ain't like you just came to me and said, oh, we're going from a 95.5 to a 7.3. What? Not 97.3, 93.7, right? Or a 90.10. I don't know. But to jump from a 95.5 to an 80.20, that's a lot to me. And I don't give a damn how much you making on commission. That's my money. Okay? And more than likely, when you start making a certain type of money, you start living a certain lifestyle. Let's just keep it all the way 100. When you start to make a little bit more money, you start to live a certain lifestyle. In order for me to continue to live this lifestyle, I need to still bring in this money and even more. But you cutting my money, which means I may have to reduce my lifestyle, and I don't want to because I'm used to this lifestyle now. Okay? Period. Everybody trying to live like the Joneses, baby. Well, at least I know I am, honey. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I was with Rena. I love Rena. I like everybody. Everybody seems cool. I don't have a problem with anybody. But I definitely love Rena. Carla and Sherelle. Carla is that Latina girl. Her and Sherelle go work out together. The personal trainer, Glenn. I said Glenn was cute, baby. Glenn was cute. Carla has 3 kids. I think she's pretty young. She might be in her 20s. I don't know, because she said something about, I don't know. She said she was with her high school sweetheart for 10 years. So I'm assuming most people graduate, 17, 18. So she's pretty young, right? I'm assuming that's her baby daddy. I don't know, child. She didn't get into all that. All I know, she got 3 kids. She's been with her high school sweetheart for 10 years. Well, I guess that necessarily don't mean nothing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out that girl timeline. It ain't none of my business. She got 3 kids. She was with her high school sweetheart for 10 years. They broke up. She went into a depression. And then when you add, what was going on in the world, the bird box, hello? When you add in the bird box, when you add in, for those who don't know, I call what's going on in the world right now, the C word, I call it the bird box, okay? So when you add in the bird box, and then, a lot of these people who were sales-based, right? These real estate agents, anybody who probably worked commission jobs, I'm sure it was probably really tough. And so she kind of went into a depression. And I guess that affected her job even more than what it was already, being affected. Sherelle basically, Sherelle, one thing I have learned about, I ain't gonna say I learned about it like I know the girl, but one thing I see about Sherelle that I think may be true is Sherelle, she probably may be a little hard on the outside, not hard on the outside. She gives me big softy. Like, she'll talk a lot of mess, right? She'll talk a lot of mess, but girl, she gonna cry at the drop of a dime. Girl, that's low-key. Low-key, Sherelle low-key remind me of me. Just be crying. Be crying, talking all the shit. So Sherelle started crying and she started talking about how she went to therapy and how it helped her out and how maybe that's what Carla needs to do too. She also lets Carla know that she's going to bring her on this new, listing that they have. They're trying to get with this man named Arturo, I believe. Arturo basically loves Carla. When he found out Carla was a Latina baby and they started talking that Spanish, that's all that he needed. Cute. Which I was kind of confused about that because at the end of the episode, Sherelle lets the group know that everybody's going to be basically in on it. So it's just not Carla. I felt like you was doing that to try to get them girls riled up because, again, you told everybody that everybody was going to be on the listing. I guess because he was going to be building multiple homes, on this property, and so everybody would have a chance to get a listing. I don't know, child. Anyways, Anne is showing Colony her new listing. Girl, if Anne is supposed to be one of Sherelle's top performers, I'm not exactly sure why Anne needs to show or even go over a sales pitch, because if you're her top performer, then it will sound like to me that you kind of know what you're doing. So why are we wasting time going over and showing Colony this house? Girl, if you don't go get somebody to look at this house so you can sell it, whatever, girl. I felt like Colony and Anne were not being honest because I know I'm jumping around. At the end of the episode, they brought it up again about the commission split. If you listen to the little jabs, the little shade that they be throwing, you can tell that Anne and Colony have a problem with that commission split. Joanna was right. I'm sorry. Even Anne said something at that house. If you haven't watched the episode, if you did watch the episode, go back and watch it. You'll know what I'm talking about. Anne said something like, basically, yeah, we're paying. I guess we paying the bills. You make that comment because the truth of the matter is your commission is now 80-20, and because Sherelle is getting all this new stuff that she wants for the company, you are footing the bill. And that's why Anne made that comment outside before they left that home. They know what the tea is. Hello? Anyways, I said now they want to talk about the split. But the other day when y'all had this meeting, y'all left Renna out there by herself, basically, to drive. It reminded me of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when they used Sutton to get the answers that they wanted, right? So everybody used Sutton. Everybody was wondering the same thing, but they all threw Sutton under the bus, right? Except for Marcel, the other. I'm talking about the white girls. Renna is thinking about starting her own company. She's out with her husband. I think Renna should. I think, Renna may want to think about it first. I don't know. That girl, she knows what she's doing. Girl, that's a grown woman. But I think that Renna is grown. Renna gives me maturity, right? She gives me that her head is on straight. She gives me that she could be somewhat of a decent communicator. I think that she will be fair. I'm here for Rena. Rena reminds me somewhat of Kimmy. I don't know how old Rena is, but I think she may be like the oldest one there. I don't know. Anyways, she's thinking about starting her. She already has her own brokerage license. Sherelle doesn't know. See, that's a woman that be on her stuff. Miss Singer already ready to go. Girl, I'm ready. I got my stuff. Baby, talking about ducks in a row. Miss Rena got her ducks in a row. Hello? Joanna is getting a divorce. She doesn't want anyone to know because basically she feels as though it could affect her professional life. I guess I can understand that. You know, it's just kind of like, for example, like Ray J. I feel like a lot of these men, they know that it helps them. It's a good look. It makes you look good on paper when you can say, I have a wife and kids, right? So I can see how Joanna would probably feel like if it got out that she got a divorce, how it could probably overshadow what she's doing professionally, right? She doesn't want anyone talking about her personal life. Baby, I'm here to sell a house, right? I don't want to walk into this room and you're like, oh, girl, that's the one who just got a divorce, right? Let's sell this home. That's what we're here to do. Anyways, but yeah, she's been separated from her husband for about 6 months. She hasn't told anyone. Her mama brought it up on FaceTime on Messy Helper. But yeah, that's it. That was it for Joanna. They meet up for drinks. Colony makes a comment about Sherelle running her business like she's been doing without notice. Again, I thought that was a dig at the commission split. So the conversation comes up again about the commission split. Rena is basically out on an island by herself. Sherelle had a point by saying, don't be talking for nobody else. So because Sherelle felt like Rena was talking for everybody else because Rena did make it seem as though that other people have a problem with the commission split too. So Sherelle goes around the room and says, around the table, excuse me, and says, do you have a problem? Do you have a problem with it? Do you have a problem with it? And everybody basically said, no, I don't have a problem with it. The only person that had a problem with it was Rena. Joanna says Ann is a lie. She do got a problem with it because I could tell by her the way she was making those faces the other day. I don't know about no faces, but if you listen to the stuff that Ann and Colony both have said, they sound like jabs, right? We paying the bills now, right? She gonna run her business like she been doing without notice. Y'all have a problem with it, y'all just don't want to say it. And I'm not exactly sure why all y'all some grown ass women and are afraid to open up your mouth when somebody is messing with your money. Girl, Sherelle hit Rena with the ain't nobody making y'all be here. Basically, girl, don't let the doorknob hit you with the good Lord split you. Girl, like you can go. Bitch, that's all I would have had to hear. Because one thing you're not going to do is change up some stuff that could affect the way that I live and think that I don't have the right to ask questions. If I ask the same question 15 times, you better give me 15 answers. Or it better be quiet and it's kept the same answer. Okay? Sherelle, girl, you think that just because this is your company, that girl, you can come in and girl, I mean, you can do what you want to do, but girl, just like you said, I don't have to work here. I can take me and my clients and go somewhere else. Anyways, girl, I like Sherelle, but Sherelle would have had me messed up at that table. I didn't like the fact that nobody stood up and said something. Because I think TT had a problem with it. I think that Colony has a problem with it, and Ann has a problem. Carla probably ain't got no problem because I don't think she's been selling nothing. Joanna, Sherelle is her ace boom coon, so she's not gonna say nothing. But I think that Rena was right when she says that I'm not the only one that has questions and concerns or problems with this commission split. She wasn't. Anyways, y'all, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.